everybody. Hi, I'm Gautam, Bhatia, Chair of the Naperville Township Democrats, and I represent Naperville Township as a trustee, so thanks for your support this month. Now, one quick one-liner difference between the Treasurer's Office and the Comptroller's Office before I ask these. Okay, so the Treasurer makes sure money is held safely and invested wisely, while the Comptroller makes sure money is spent legally and recorded properly, right? Thank you, ChatGPT and OpenAI. But with that in mind, what specific changes would you implement to make a positive change in the Illinois Comptroller's Office? And we start with Ms. Holly Kim.
Thank you very much. So my specialty, like I said, is tangible change in government. So the stuff I think about is, first of all, I get in there and I process map. I map every single, like, where does it start, how does it end, how many hands touch it. That's my specialty, and that's what I do in government. So in doing so at my current office is how we maximize not only investments, but turnaround times in work. There was some stuff that used to take 6 months that we can do in 48 hours now. It's where we learned we could digitize some work so that staff can work from home. So in the controller's office, same. I would go in there and process map. This is a very big office that probably some of these have not been looked at in a long time. And those of you who work in the corporate world, this is normal. It's matter of fact, when you go into a company, you process map to find efficiency, cut waste, see what could be done faster. And then we utilize the tools we already have to maximize their benefit. There's a lot of software we're already using. What more can we do with it, right? That's something we did in my office in terms of, filling out forms that took 6 months to hand process, but we put them online, so now they're done in 48 hours. I also want to not only roll out new software, and the example I'll give you is this. When I get transfers from banks into my office, there's tons of detail. But when I get transfers from the state of Illinois, there's less detail. That tells me they're using outdated software, right? So not only could the reports have more detail for better reconciling from the government entities, but even pensioners can receive more data. It's all about transparency and updating that. So again, for cybersecurity as well, but some of this, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do the job, is really where I lay that. In addition to that, I'm someone who can live stream, podcast, and make explanation videos. And I do think we are in a time where there's tons of information on the internet. In fact, if you go to the website, it will tell you where every dollar is spent in a graph, a pie chart, and like a bar graph, but does it really tell you where anything is? It's hard to find anything. And I think now is a time where someone who talks in regular terms goes to tell you where to find things on the website easily. Thank you.